And whereas Minneapolis is committed to fostering a more equitable and diverse business environment by supporting entrepreneurs, designating cultural corridors, and providing development capital to historically underserved areas. And whereas the city of Minneapolis applauds the remarkable success and efforts of local BIPOC leaders and urges all residents to support black businesses, not just this week, but year-round. Now, therefore, I, Jacob Frey, Mayor of the City of Minneapolis, do hereby proclaim July 22nd through July 28th, 2024 as Black Business Week in the City of Minneapolis. Happy Black Business Week, everybody. That's right. This is now the fourth annual Black Business Week that we've had in the City of Minneapolis, and every single year it gets better. It gets brighter, and the number of incredible entrepreneurs that are able to exhibit their crafts and their talents and unique skills just grows. And by the way, speaking of growing the economy, do you know the number one demographic that is opening businesses right now? It's black women. More than anyone else, black women are opening businesses at a rate that we have never seen before. This is something that's incredible. It needs to be supported, not just because it's the right thing to do, but because they make awesome stuff. You know, where we're standing right now is not just a black-owned business. Where we're standing right now is where I got married. Tito Wilson over there is not just an incredible black business owner, he's an amazing barber where I myself have gotten my hair cut before. Latunji, right behind me, not just an incredible black business owner, but the best peach cobbler you will find anywhere. And so this is not just about supporting black businesses this week. You should be supporting these black businesses every single week. It's also about recognizing that the black businesses that we can be and should be patroning have amazing skills and talents, and it's just the right thing to do as a customer. And so I am so proud to be here right now. Minneapolis, we are leading the way and making sure we're fostering the kind of economic inclusion that we're not just talking about, but we're putting it into action. We've got $3 million annually that's going into our Ownership and Opportunity Fund, making sure that these black-owned businesses aren't just owning their own business, but they're owning the underlying real estate, so that when those gains in equity happen, when the neighborhood or that corridor becomes wonderful because of all their work and their blood, sweat, and tears that they've poured into that business, they don't get the boot because the rents increase and displace them from some of the neighborhoods that they've made wonderful to begin with. They recognize a return in equity. That's what this ownership and opportunity is all about. We've got $9 million that are going in this year to economic inclusion throughout the city. And it's the kind of thing that we want to double down on again and again because, you know what? We know it works. There is no recovery that happens without black business. There is no economic inclusion that happens without business. There's no economic progress that happens without the incredible black entrepreneurs that are in this space and that exist in our city. I want to give a huge thank you to so many people that have helped make this Black Business Week a reality. I want to give a big thank you to Rebecca from my office, Rebecca Fabami, who has done an amazing job to help set this up. She works so hard. I want to thank Trent Bowman from Bremer Bank, Dondi Edwards from the Groundbreak Coalition, Anthony Newby. I haven't seen you yet, Anthony, but he runs Cultivated. Where are you? There he is, my good friend, going back a long way. Janelle Foster from the Minnesota Black Chamber of Commerce, and Neela Mulgard from DEED for offering their guidance and knowledge tonight. I want to thank the speakers that are going to be speaking very shortly here. We've got my good friends Latunji and Crystal Porter. And finally, I want to thank our council colleagues who are here with us as well. They care so deeply about this work, from Council Member Michael Rainville, we're in his ward right now, in the 3rd Ward, to Councilmember Latricia Vitaw from the North Side in the 4th Ward, to Councilmember Andrea Jenkins, who I think is going to be speaking here shortly, to our Council President, Elliot Payne. These are incredible council members, incredible black council members, except for Michael Rainville. He's a great council member also. But these are great council members that are doing great work. We're just so proud to be here. Happy Black Business Week, everybody. And give it up for Council President Elliott Payne.
Thank you, Mayor. Oh, yeah. My name is Elliott Payne. I'm the president of Minneapolis City Council. And Black-owned businesses are what make Minneapolis vital and vibrant. And we really ought to be thanking all of the Black entrepreneurs that are here in our city, but also here with us tonight. So make sure one of the things that you can do to help support Black-owned businesses is buy from Black-owned businesses. And there's plenty of opportunity to do that tonight. And there's plenty of opportunity to do that every day. And, you know, one of the things that we do as a city is we want to make sure that this is equitable and diverse economy, especially for our Black-owned businesses. And that's why we've made such significant investments in things like the Ownership and Opportunity Fund that the mayor raised. We've designated cultural corridors where we can put targeted investments into our community so that Black-owned businesses can get access to capital so that they can develop those new ideas. We have a small business team to help Black-owned businesses navigate what can oftentimes be a huge barrier, navigating city bureaucracy. And so we are really deeply invested in our Black entrepreneurs and the Black economy, and I'm just really proud to be here tonight. And I just really want to thank all of the Black-owned businesses, not just here tonight, but here across our city. So make sure you get out there and support Black-owned businesses, not just tonight, not just this week, but all year round. And with that, I'm going to hand it off to Councilmember Andrea Jenkins, and I'm also going to not forget to thank Miles Mercer for everything that he does as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council President Elliott Payne. And thank you all for being here this evening. My name is Andrea Jenkins. I represent Ward 8 in South Minneapolis. I'm so proud. This is my 4th year being a part of this 4th annual Black Business Week in the city of Minneapolis. It's a big, big deal. And so I just want to shout out my staff that have been working so tirelessly on this project and brought it all together, starting with my senior policy aide, Diva Sadar. Hey. Diva, I saw you somewhere. Where's Diva? Our other senior policy aide, Christina Mitchell. Hey. Way to go, Christina. She jumped right in. And then my intern this summer from the Humphrey School at the University of Minnesota, Ryan Pritchard. Where's Ryan? Ryan's around here somewhere too. And then just really want to thank all the incredible staff at the city who have been working so hard to bring this event tonight, but there's events all throughout the week for honoring and lifting up and recognizing Black businesses. It's so important that we hear directly from Black businesses to be able to express what are the issues and concerns that people are facing, to let us know how we can be of best assistance to help Black businesses thrive. You know, 38th in Chicago represents an amazing opportunity. It's George Floyd Square now, and we need Black businesses to be supported in the square and also to really rebuild that community. And so I'm proud to be a part of a number of groups that are working on those issues. Pillsbury House Theater is bringing their vision to fruition. Dreamland on 38th, which is a project that is of the Cultural Wellness Center, and they are bringing a new energy to 38th Street on 38th and 3rd Avenue to uplift Black entrepreneurs and create space for them to learn and operate. And so there's so many amazing projects. I think the reopening of Nicollet, which is a major project, will have some significant opportunities for not only for Black-owned businesses, but immigrant-owned businesses as well. And then we have so many small Black and brown developers, particularly women developers who are bringing up new housing developments all throughout the city, and seemingly they are concentrating their work in Ward 8, which I'm really grateful for and proud of. And so just want to shout out some organizations that have been so instrumental on the front lines, like the West Broadway Business Area Coalition, the Minnesota Black Chamber of Commerce, the Metropolitan Economic Development Association, the Black-Owned Business Rewards Club, the Center for Economic Inclusion, Northside Economic Opportunity Network, and so many others. So thank you all for being here, and I want to introduce Crystal Porter, who is the Executive Director of the West Broadway Business Coalition. Hey, Crystal.
Good evening and happy Black Business Week 2024. We made it in here before the rain came down, so that's great. That was perfect timing. So I first want to start by dropping a few facts. Minneapolis has a population of approximately 429,606 residents, and 19.7% of them identify as Black. The average Minneapolis resident spends around $50,000 per year on goods and services, which means that Black people in Minneapolis spend on average over $4 billion on goods and services per year. As the Executive Director of West Broadway Business and Area Coalition, or WBC, which is so much shorter, you guys, in North Minneapolis, Black Business Week is important to us because it provides a platform for our businesses to showcase their products and services, as well as the opportunity to connect with potential customers. WBC is excited to share what we plan to do this week. So, including being here today and kicking off Black Business Week 2024 with all of you amazing people, we will be hosting an open house at the Get Ready Rooms from 5 to 7 p.m. this Thursday. That's actually July 25th, this Thursday. We welcome all of you to be there. It is owned and operated by a phenomenal Black woman by the name of Charlie Jones Berg. This is a place where you would get ready for your wedding, your prom, everything you need, nails, hair, and everything else in between, for any major formal event in your lives. So I really welcome you all to come to that. After that, we will be hosting a Black business panel titled From One Business Owner to Another, with Frank Brown from Minuteman Press, Krista Scruggs from Zaffa Wines, where you will be able to taste her wine, and a few other amazing Black business owners. Well, I will not share because I want you to Google it and show up yourselves. This Saturday, we'll be hosting a street mall, which will be an awesome opportunity for all residents in the city of Minneapolis and beyond to spend their dollars with Black vendors and artists that will be located on West Broadway Avenue from 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. at the Capri Theater Plaza, and come skate with the Twin Cities Skaters. WBC is proud to be partnering with the city of Minneapolis to not only provide these opportunities during Black Business Week, but also to provide business technical assistance to small businesses in North Minneapolis throughout every single year. To wrap things up, I invite everyone to dedicate your dollars to support Black businesses this week and all year, every single year. And now I would like to pass the mic to an amazing woman that needs no introduction, the queen of peach cobbler, Latunji from Latunji's Palette right here in downtown Minneapolis. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for that introduction. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. It's such an honor and a privilege to be here during Black Business Week. I am honored to be invited to speak to you guys tonight about how the city of Minneapolis has been a great partner since launching my first brick and mortar. And this is year 2. I launched on May 14th, or May 11th, wait a minute, May 14th, 2022. So I'm a little over 2 years old in the Elliott Park community of South Minneapolis. We are a social enterprise, so yes, Peach Cobbler is there, tons of gourmet treats, but we're a social enterprise. And what I mean by that is we work with youth, young adults, and persons that in the reentry work, right? And with that, the BTAP program has been very instrumental in helping Latunji's Palette thoroughly understand the bookkeeping, the accounting, the payroll, ensuring that we are in compliance, right? And I am very grateful for that. That partnership has given us lots of confidence so that we can then go, as I have, to a bank, and I was able to receive a line of credit without a whole bunch of red tape, jumping through hoops and all of those different things. I could go on and on about the partnership. Through BTAP, I am connected to Tax Action. Tax Action they really take pride in working with business owners, specifically Latunji's Palette, and I'm happy about that. So I do invite you guys to come and visit. We're at 1400 Park Avenue South, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., and every second Tuesday's open mic, and it's open to people from all walks of life. We are open until 9 p.m. every second Tuesday. Tons of events happen there as well. With that, you guys, I am going to turn the mic over to Mayor Jacob Fry for any questions that you may have tonight. All right? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Before you take questions, can I just give one shout out?
Yeah.
Everyone, I just want to give a quick shout out to what I think might be the oldest and longest running black business in the city of Minneapolis, and that is the Minneapolis Spokesman.
That's right.
Ran by Tracy Williams Dillard. And the Minneapolis Spokesman is celebrating its 90th year this year.
Wow.
Any business that can operate for 90 years is incredibly amazing. So I just want to give that shout out, and please support them by getting a subscription or hanging out with them for their 90th anniversary celebration, which I think is going on all year. Thank you, Mayor Fry.
Well said, well said. Yeah, and as I mentioned, eight years ago in this exact spot, I got married. And I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to our hosts here, Steve Hark and Rich Richardson. Give them a huge round of applause for not only hosting us here in our kickoff to Black Business Week, but also being a really important part of me getting married. With that, I'll answer any questions that you might have. All right, guys. Happy Black Business Week. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I do have one. Yes. Yes. We support black businesses everywhere. The focus of Minneapolis Black Business Week, yes, is businesses within Minneapolis. It's a fair question. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so much of this is by generating a combination of awareness and momentum. We have some extraordinary black businesses that will be right here in this room and will be showcasing their talents and skills all week. And so some of it is, check it out. You're going to see some products that you're going to want to buy on a regular basis. I mean, right after this, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm going to go buy a few things for myself. And again, it's not just, doing the right thing. There's some incredible stuff. And so this will generate awareness for people throughout our city. It'll make sure that these amazing black businesses have the ability to showcase their crafts and their talent. And again, it's good for our economy. This is helping to bring us back and see a rebound in full.
Mayor, that sounds great. How are you monitoring and measuring the results of this initiative?
It's a great question. So there's never an easy way to determine cause and effect of how much money was spent at a particular business based on where the customer base heard about the business first. But we're making sure to work directly with our CPED team to monitor and see how many of these new businesses are opening, how we can support them. And then most notably, how you can keep them open for the long haul. It's one thing, and yes, actually, go for it.
And actually, as at WBC, we actually are working directly with the city of Minneapolis for Black Business Week. So everyone that's working in partnership with the city of Minneapolis to put on Black Business Week, we are tracking that, and we have to report that back to CPED. So
That's a far better answer than mine. So yeah, thank you, thank you. Any other questions?
What is your advice for a black woman wanting to start a business at this time in this recession?
What is my advice for?
For a woman of color wanting to start a new business at this time?
Well, first off, I would talk to black-owned businesses themselves that have done it before. Figure out where the shortfalls are, understanding that there have been so many impediments that were very intentionally put in the way of black businesses from opening. Whether that was financing, opportunity to get a loan, redlining, at times restrictive covenants. There have been impediments that were intentionally put in place, and we're making sure that we're not only intentionally removing them, but making sure that the precisions of our solutions now match the precision of the harm that was initially inflicted. And moreover, I'd say we've got a team here at the city that is ready and wants to work with you. Crystal mentioned, I believe, BTAP, which is the technical assistance that we can provide. We have connections with lending institutions that can help there. We have funds that are available at the city that can help you along. And so there are many opportunities to do this right. And I have a feeling that you can answer this even better than I can.
Yeah, you know, we work with black women and black men all the time that are entrepreneurs that are looking to start and grow and scale up their businesses. And I would always recommend, especially for a black woman, to tap into the Black Women's Wealth Alliance. They're located on West Broadway Avenue and Fremont Avenue in North Minneapolis. It was actually started by a woman by Kenya McKnight, and she works with a lot of black women that are starting up. They have been very successful. If you ever heard of Rosaline's Place, Rosaline's Candles, she came up through Black Women's Wealth Alliance. Also, Northside Economic Opportunity Network on West Broadway is an awesome place to start as well. That's also known as Neon. And honestly, you know, come to our panel this Thursday. It's like I said, from one black business owner to another is the title. You would learn a lot from people who have already had to go through the ins and the outs and the ups and the downs and have had to go through the things that we don't have to go through because they already went through it. So that's what I would recommend. Thank you.
Any other questions that I can pass on? Yes, please. This turnout says that we care about black-owned businesses. We care about buying local. And in a time of Amazon, when so many people are just logging onto their computer, to get a package in the mail the next day, what we ultimately care about, what we should ultimately care about, is that the people and the businesses in our city are successful here. And so, as you're looking to purchase, purchase local. As you're looking to purchase from a black-owned business. You have every opportunity to do that if you just take a tiny bit of time to look it up. Here's your opportunity. We're providing access on a day like today. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Happy Black Business Week. Great job. Yeah, good job.